Continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington.
For weeks now, the jurors hearing the murder case against Rodney Harrington have listened to testimony and examined evidence. Today, Judge Jessup of the Peyton County Superior Court has ordered them to visit the scene of the alleged crime and to see for themselves where Joe Chernak fought and died.
Your Honor, could we hear part of the defendant's statement again? The part about where young Chernak fell.
Yes. Would you read that section, please, clerk?
Just take it easy, Rod. A necessary formality.
Sure. I threw the hook away.
Unravel it, untangle it if you can. Measure the distance the murderer stood from his victim. Stella, they'll hear you. They don't even know I'm alive.
Toward me again. Then suddenly he dropped. I tried to help him, but he passed out.
No matter how you add it up, Rodney Harrington killed my brother.
Mr. Fowler? Mr. Cord? All right, I believe that's all we need to do here.
Okay, what happens now?
Want some coffee? We've still got a few minutes before we have to get back to the courtroom.
You know, I walked into the police station and I tried to explain what happened.
We'll get to the truth, Rod.
They're not interested in the truth. All they want to do is get out of the cold.
Your trial isn't over.
Why couldn't I talk to them? Why couldn't I explain things right here where it happened?
I told you, Rod, the legal procedure.
Oh, legal procedure, Stephen, legal procedure. Your legal procedure is killing me.
Rod.
I'll see you in court.
Isn't it a little early for a shot of courage?
Ada?
In a minute. I saw the ceremony out there. It was very touching. At first I thought it was a bunch of jolly, red-nosed, leftover from Christmas carolers. Then when I didn't hear any jolly, red-nosed singing... How's the trial, old school chum? Hello, Stephen.
May I have some coffee, please, Ada?
Sure. Oh, thank you. I will have some too, Stephen. Oh, it's really too bad. You've worked so hard. It would make such a heartwarming story in the papers. Local poor boy successfully defends local rich boy in murder trial.
Drop it, Stella.
Okay.
You think you've convinced the jury that Rod's a murderer?
Do you think you've convinced them he isn't? Why don't you take your fall like a gentleman? Here we go.
You ever looked into the laws of perjury, Stella?
Oh, Steve. Now, don't let that loser's feeling make you say something that you'll regret.
No. This is an abstract discussion. They're fascinating. In some places, the convicted perjurer has to serve the identical sentence his victim was given.
You said it. It's an abstract discussion.
You want me to look up the laws in this state, Stella? Allow me. That's bad luck, Stella. Bad luck.
Bye, Stella.
Thank you.
You look like you're walking 10 feet off the ground.
Today it's 20.
I wish you, Norman, all the luck in the world.
Thank you very much. Would you like a cup of coffee?
I only have a few minutes. I just came to pick up Mr. Peyton's prescription.
Oh, Mr. Courtney.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Anderson. Mr. Peyton's medicine right here.
Would you put that on his bill, please?
Uh-oh. No, the customer.
She's not a customer, she's a friend. Hi, Betty.
Hello, Rita's husband.
Hey, I like that. Rita's husband. Okay, what'll I get? You know, she's got a good deal. She works for the bread, and I shop for it.
Some deal.
I think it's great.
He's going to start working for Mr. Carson pretty soon. Oh, a loaf of bread and some chili sauce.
I got that. Hey, stick around. Later on, we sing protest songs.
I'm sure by now Mr. Peyton's practicing his angry roar. Ah, Miss Anderson, where have you been? I hired you because I assumed you could control your small-town yearning to chat with everyone on the street. Bye.
Bye. Don't forget a quarter pound of butter.
No kissy, no shopping.
Hey, wait a minute!
Oh, hi.
Hi. I'm on my way upstairs to search for my one and only pair of galoshes that Norman swears he didn't steal from me.
Ah, well, now's your chance. He's in the drugstore with his new bride.
Oh, I'd hate to get caught stealing
Oh, I
galoshes.
don't blame you.
Want to stand guard?
What do I get out of it?
Well, you get to wear them all summer long.
All right, tell him I'll drop by then. Yes, tell Mr. Carson. Tell Mr. Carson I'm very anxious to see him.
Dr. Hoyt, report to surgery.
Hello, Doctor.
Oh, Eli, how you feeling?
Fine, fine. Just going to see Allison.
Oh, good. She's beginning to try her hand at painting now.
Oh.
Be careful not to knock it.
Well, I'll knock it if it turns out to be one of those things that looks like a soup can.
Well, that's fair enough. Oh, Eli, you probably don't even know.
Know what?
Well, she's walking now.
Oh, that's wonderful. When did it happen? How did it come about?
Oh, Elliot and Russ Gehring were arguing outside of her door, and she heard them and got out of bed and walked over to the door.
Arguing, huh?
Yeah, they were arguing because Russ Gehring knew all the time that Marion Fowler was the one that hit Allison.
Well, if the fight helped Allison to get on her feet, it was worthwhile.
Well, I wouldn't get too excited about it, though, Eli. It's going to take some time before Allison stops rejecting the idea that Elliot Carson is her father.
Can I come in? That's a very good likeness.
I'm not sure that's a compliment nowadays. A modern painting is supposed to look like anything but the subject.
You learn something new every day.
You can sit on the bed if you like, but jump up quickly if the nurse comes in.
I didn't bring you a thingamajig this time. I figured one catastrophe was enough. In fact, I didn't bring anything. I figured you might consider it a bribe.
What do you mean?
Well, it's
pretty obvious, isn't it? I can't be good old Eli Carson, Allison's friend anymore. I'm Elliot Carson's father, and suddenly that makes me an enemy.
I don't want you to feel that way. Just because I'm angry at
your father.
Your son.
I didn't come here to plead Elliot's cause. You'll have to find the solution to that problem yourself. I came here to talk about you and me. There are certain facts that you just can't wipe away like chalk off a blackboard. Elliot Carson is your father. That makes me your grandfather. I've watched you grow up, Allison. Ever since you were a wee bit of a sprat, we've been friends. I've never wanted anything as much as having you for my granddaughter.
You said we were friends. Can't we still be friends? Windows keep fogging up on me.
Well, let in the fresh air and chew up the fog. I'm a handy man to have around.